Lords and ladies, welcome back to MyStreet 5 years later with your host, Jacob Butter. Okay, so to put people up to speed, basically, again, recording this back to back, my headphones might run out of battery at some other point, and that is the only updates I really need. I'm currently boarding alive because my fan in the room is too noisy to support in stream, because if I turn it on, it sounds like this. It's fine for now, but wait for it. So yeah, I might either have my headphones go wrong, or I will melt. But yes, all that to Ghost Kitty, and all that to people watching on YouTube and the VOD version, which is most people, and all that to BB, who wait to be to that segue.
Hi.
All right, we're back with more D&D. Kawaii Cookie to the rescue.
That makes it sound like we just played a game of D&D, and this is like the second episode.
Yep. This is it's a one-person campaign. We couldn't get anyone else. I know that one-person campaigns do exist, but they probably seem very boring for the likes of us, particularly. But fortunately, we don't have to worry about that, because we have the aphmau squad to entertain us instead. That fan would be a great way.
I disagree. It just sounds like a dog growling.
Depends. Could probably morph the sound effect for a bit. I'll consider that. Maybe I'll do like a preemptive recording of something to see if I need a monster for anything. Not for right now, but we'll see. All right. Before I boil or have batteries problems or whatever, let's proceed. Without further ado, on with the review. Okay, so two things that are the same as before. The opening music is the same, and it actually fits a little bit better this time because we don't have Gareth in a cloak in the middle of the street. And also, this other same thing that is similar to before, the panning up to and the rotation to Kawaii-chan's window. Beforehand, it was more like we flew out the window. I do prefer that style because you can barely make out Kawaii-chan here. But I guess all in all, good to experiment. You can always rely on Catface for good experimentation like that. Except in seasons 1 and maybe 2.
I knew it! He's too cute for other girls to resist!
That's why they all resisted until you came along, obviously.
So mysterious and angsty. No one can resist that.
Except, again, everyone else. I know it's meant to be a cute moment of like, oh, of course, Kawaii-chan has such great feelings for Zane, and she sees how he's a catch for everyone else. Yeah, this is still Zane we're talking about.
Wait, the girl! What if it's...
Oh, sure, at the house that she shares with Aaron. Yeah, of course, Kawaii-chan. Flawless logic here.
Hey, maybe Aaron joined.
Not in this flashback. Not in this imagination moment.
This is a polyamory.
Just because Kawaii-chan would probably read that type of fanfic doesn't mean she's going to conjure that immediately in her head.
They were really close before. What if Aaron and her got into a fight and Zane decided to swoop in and...
I thought, yeah, but again, Aaron still lives there. Secondly, I thought we were done with the whole Zane-Mal thing that everyone was like back in the day. Oh, they're best friends. They were so close. They must be a couple as well, and blah blah. That applies to the characters and the fan base. Again, there's so many inspirations for Rainier and Julius. It's unbelievable, and that's definitely one of them.
This feels even dumber though, because it's like I feel like it's pretty well known that aphmau doesn't move on quick.
Yeah,
right. I mean, she just kind of had a bunch of breakdowns over like the tiniest things back in like the entirety of the high school series.
That is true. Although as far as like moving on quick, I don't know, because we never really we see her date anyone else. She went on a date with Kai, and I guess that was a while afterwards. and Kawaii-chan did seem to know about the whole thing with Kai in the first place. So maybe that's that one frame of reference. But then again, who knows? There's only really one data point to draw from there, other than Aaron himself. Also, I love how much Pink is in Kawaii-chan's room. She's over a friend. Yeah, she's really customized this room a lot more than she did back when she lived with aphmau, as well as Caitlin. Because there was a little bit of pink in there. In fact, I think she had like pink leaves in her room in the first season for some reason. But yeah, pink walls makes a lot more sense.
I like pink. I think it's a bit too much in this instance, but
I don't know. I got a message from KW asking about Kawaii.
Oh.
Yeah, because again, if I had enough time, I was supposed to start that now, but because I'm doing it because it's the 2-parter, not right now. Maybe after this. I don't actually know.
No.
Also love her outfit.
That was such a good. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll do it after this. No.
Well, if you say so, Kawaii-chan, it is KW. We're talking about the person who voices you in our stuff.
She would never. Stupid imagination. Stop thinking dumb things.
Pause.
Yeah.
There we go. And that's the entire thought process here for About Kawaii.
Mm-hmm.
That's KW's face, actually. Upon hearing no.
Oh. Yeah, but I don't know because it depends. she has the YouTuber reaction to someone reacting to your content. On one hand, you're honored, and the other hand, you're terrified. Happens a lot. I will say, when William reviews the music girl, I'm always like, okay, I'm doomed.
She would totally steal your man.
I forgot about this. This is amazing.
Nana, she knows how you feel about Zane, and
The halo's being cut off by the ears.
It's weird. I think it's interesting. Her conscience still calls her Nana, despite her insecurities, like, relatively recently still.
I guess because her conscience knows her the best, except that it's steering her away. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
okay, so
you would think that the good side of the conscience would probably not lean into the one of her more least liked aspect. Maybe she went to therapy between this time gap and she's just learned to love herself more.
well, wonder no more, because apparently we can just ask Kawaii-chan herself, because that's what's happening now, apparently.
Hello, Kawaii-chan here.
Christ.
Hi, Kawaii-chan. So when I said that Kawaii-chan had just showed up, I didn't mean that that Zane was necessarily here. But I guess since you're here now, this is a new dynamic that we're going to explore. All right, welcome here. Anyway,
she'd never do
Have
that.
you gone to? Hey, look, just pay no mind and try not to worry about anything that would happen between 1 to 12 months after this event in your life. You will be fine. Don't worry.
That's
Oh dear Lord.
OTP. You're just overly emotional right now because you're self-conscious of yourself. Oh, shut up, you goody two-shoes.
Maybe she did get therapy. Wait, hold on. That's a little more insightful than I was expecting. Maybe she did just get therapy between the time jump here.
I feel like all of them probably would have done.
We did for 3 months. Didn't
Good.
go well.
I mean, that's a short range of time, but at least it's a range of time.
Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. Okay,
Also,
there's a
didn't
lot to
go well?
unpack with
What
that.
the heck
actually.
happened?
There's a lot to unpack with that. So first off, 3 months, not enough time for therapy generally.
If it's once a week, certainly not. Yeah.
The other thing, what do you mean we? Did you mistake what I said for couple? I meant one-on-one, like you and learning to love yourself, not you and what happened with you and Zane?
I thought she meant like the entire group from Starlight came back and like they each got a therapist.
And
That
also,
was-
what do you mean it didn't go well? It's therapy.
Well, sometimes you're not compatible with the therapist. It happens. Sometimes it's
Well,
not the right person.
Okay.
Aaron got some anger issues and sort of destroyed the building, and so
Why
we
do
were
you know what
banned.
Aaron's therapy session was like?
Maybe she could hear it. Maybe she could hear the carnage going on from the
Why
other
would-
room.
No, but why would you be? No, surely that has to be unethical. That has to be like a conflict of interest.
What to book two people in on at the same time slot with two different people in two different rooms?
Well, generally, yeah. Two friends do not generally go to the same. There's too much interference.
I feel like if as long as you get like two different doctors or something, then whatever.
He's
Exactly!
aphmau right
I don't know
now.
about that.
Stop being ridiculous. Don't act irrational. Keep your cool. Your own boyfriend
I
is
am
ruining
ashamed
your
of myself.
Oh my goodness. I did.
And he's going to give aphmau those BTS concert tickets.
Oh, and that's what does it. Sure, okay.
It's all over now. Zane!
Oh well, let's see. This is where the therapy didn't go well. See, the
Yeah.
self-talk didn't keep going at the end there. You just gave up at the tail end.
Yeah, I mean, he may have cheated on me, but giving away the BTS tickets, that is where I draw the line. And back to D&D now.
Ah.
They're just standing there with their eyes closed. They're not even making out or anything. They're just what is that pose?
I like this. I like this facial expression. I tell you what.
I like Aaron's facial expression more just because like of course he doesn't care. I thought he was gonna drop. Okay.
What do you guys?
We've got the swooping stuff. There's a lot of horror camera imagery in this for some reason, right down to the swooping of this.
Suddenly a wild ogre appears.
Oh my god.
Dude, this is giving me like random me playing with character more player models. Oh man. Me
This,
fiddling with things. I've made creations like this all the time. They weren't good. I think T just almost looked like this, but I thought the wideness made it look weird.
Isn't there a pony? I'm not Zane, so I can ask this right now.
I said
Isn't there a
Tejas,
pony
not
that
Tejas, though.
Isn't there a pony
Yeah.
that looks like this that has like this skin tone and that hair?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
I like the horse running.
Yeah, so Zane moved his head upwards as if he was about to scream, but instead the horse screamed for him, as did the woman. Okay.
Zane, how could you do this to me? You traitor! You traitors! aphmau! Aaron, how could you let him?
The fact that they're sitting on a D&D tier right now should probably give you enough indication of what on earth is going on, considering you know what D&D is.
Very angry ogre of the woods.
I was very blind. I think it was because I ate too much cookies.
How does that
Tense.
affect this?
They had an Alzheimer's potion in them.
Seduction? Zane!
The fact that he had to get up and run should tell you enough. What do you mean?
Also, she just punched the table. Was she gonna strike Zane?
Oh, she rolled.
Yeah, that's a good.
Oh no, she just. Oh wait, no, she smacked her hand. She smacked her hand. It's not like that. She
I was
only
about
beats.
to say,
she
maybe
only,
couples therapy is good if that's what it's like in your home.
no, she only ever beats up Gareth and Lawrence.
That hurt when I hit my hand on the table.
I can imagine. Although it probably hurt Gareth and Lawrence more when you chugged them out of when you just need to pummel them into submission after trying to find aphmau's address moving through your stuff.
The ogre uses rage mode. For full damage voice to Zane's sword, it breaks.
Wow, that's how swords break. Yep, you
Okay,
nailed that.
hold
Gareth.
on. The fact that Zane's still playing. Okay, so
can still use that.
Kawaii-chan is stupid because she ran in here, saw them, and is like, "Oh yeah, they definitely are totally still cheating on me. This looks like cheating to me." And then the others are equally as dumb for not realizing that this, like, Gar's the DM. He should know this wasn't planned.
None of this is planned. Obviously, he's improvising. He's keeping people
But the thing
invested.
is, whenever someone breaks into the home and is like screaming at you, that does not mean that they are
a common
active,
occurrence
like,
in D&D. Yeah.
like, I'm just saying, this doesn't work for me. So much common sense is lacking here.
Yeah, but I mean, for Gareth, I can actually see him doing this because, I mean, it's Gareth. So, of course, he's going to try and keep them invested in the game, you know? He says it later. It's a role play, get into character, but for aphmau and Aaron particularly, they might at least try and, assess the situation a bit.
Great, I just bought this sword!
No, you didn't. That never happened.
What's wrong? Dirty, no good emo?
What did I do?
Where did Ogre Kawaii-chan come from?
I was really mad.
I
So,
mean, it speaks a lot to your character that your biggest insult was dirty, no good emo, and not something much more severe.
I like that I think they shrunk Zane for that shot.
Quite possibly.
You two,
Movie
are
magic.
you going to do something?
I cast a spell.
Okay, so now they're just actively still playing the game.
Hey, what spell?
I cast Explain Situation.
I'm sorry, that's not in your spell slots. That's you have to level up twice for that. Again, that's how actual D&D would go.
Yeah, that's not one of the cantrips. Sorry.
It's quite not that scary. Again, do I need to remind people that in the big move, she beat up Gareth and Lawrence single-handedly because they were snooping through her stuff to try and find aphmau's address.
I will say, I always interpreted her as having claws due to that scene, in like a literal sense.
Very
Which makes it even
claws.
worse. Okay, well there you go. Even worse. I guess they didn't have too many scratch marks. Again, I guess they couldn't program that back in the day. But either way, they were like doubled down over in pain as well. So I'm guessing a few punches and kicks probably got thrown as well. But yeah, you're right. Claws particularly. And
I
just
did
like
hiss at them.
actual cat noises. I will say this all the time. Kawaii-chan's official first voice actor was a leopard. Anyway. Zane's sword kind of reminds me of aphmau's sword from Dreams of Astora. Mostly when aphmau's sword broke. They probably like rejigged the model a bit because they already had a broken sword. Potentially.
Kawaii-chan, Zane was just playing Dungeons and Dragons with us.
No, it was just breaking fourth wall.
Dragons?
Yeah. The question is, if aphmau
Why
had
are you
actually...
surprised about Dungeons and Dragons? Gara screamed it at you and you repeated it.
I was very angry, so Kawaii-chan
No,
didn't
you're just
hear.
an idiot.
Hey!
You're just stupid.
I can do math better than what's her name, KW.
What has that got to do with anything? I mean, sure, yeah, KW is terrible. We all know this, and you're not. But however, what? Relevance?
Yes.
I can name quite a few stupid people who can do math.
I
It's
guess
one of them Patrick Star.
potentially.
I meant
could
real
do math.
people, but yeah, I guess they also knew math, depending on the episode.
Yeah, there's also that Nane Shida. I don't know.
This is all a game.
Zane was just seducing a horse to get a maiden.
Fiction.
What? No, he was seducing a maiden to get a horse, Aaron.
He was
Say it right.
He was seducing a horse. You're so right.
Redo the line.
No, I like this better.
No.
This is the preferred option.
Oh my word.
aphmau. Ew, gross.
Like he would stand a chance.
You're both correct. The eel gross and wouldn't stand a chance.
I heard that.
So, it was all pretend?
We're role-playing here.
Did you not? Yeah, didn't notice that with the whole ogre thing.
Zane is...
Which, by the way, she took no offense to Garth calling her an ogre like several
He's
times.
a single man in his fictional universe.
Oh, pretending! I get it! Do you want to play with us?
My
Oh my
goodness,
God.
she has been like reduced to 5 years old at this point.
Play? A game? With Zane?
Actually, wait, never mind. I take that back. Shorty has said stuff like this a few
Okay,
times.
again, just for the record, I get they aren't at the table, but I'm just saying this specific genre of game has to be good. Like, there has to be data out there showing that this is good for one's inner child. This has to be like a prescription therapists give on occasion.
Oh, I'm sure, but the Kawaii hasn't started playing yet, so I'm not counting that.
Yes, you can even make your own character. I love creating my own character! Wait, this is D&D? My older brother used to play this, but he
All the more reason why you should know what it is when Gareth said it, and you repeated it.
never let me play.
Twice, by the way. Repeated it twice. Once in both episodes.
Yeah. I do, however, like the fact that it mentioned Kawaii-chan's siblings now. That's a nice detail, actually, one of her brothers.
And with the great and kind power of aphmau's spell, the ogre magically transforms back to its true form.
Meow! Thank you for bringing me new friends.
You haven't let her customize her character yet. You haven't decided anything. She's
She
still a
also
Mifwa.
knows none of the rules, which is a thing that I forgot to mention about Zane as well. Neither of them know what they signed up for in this.
Well, okay, but also, yeah, I guess aphmau might have read the rule book potentially. The only person who knows what on earth he's doing is Aaron, which is why he's probably like the most calm out of everyone here. Then again, it is Aaron. He's most calm in general, most of the time anyway. Ultimate stuff aside.
Princess Cookie is happy to pledge herself as a member of your adventure.
Okay, 2 things with this. Well, actually, no, 3 things. 1, Princess Cookie. We're gonna get to that in a second. 2, she's still a Mifwa, which implies that I guess that in this universe, Mifwa and werewolves would be like playable races in D&D. I guess they'd just be, yeah, that's probably how that would go down. And if the idea existed in this particular world, I like that. And thirdly, did you notice that the way that Moika delivered that line, it started off with Kawaii-chan as per normal, and then slowly but surely, as she got more and more into it, she added the accent a lot. That's probably how it would go down. I really like that.
Ooh, from our favorite
I
anime, the
Play a lot of D&D a lot, so
No, you haven't. This is your first time. We've just been over this.
That's like what we just complained about. You don't even know. You don't know the rules. You've said it twice now and just don't know what you're talking about.
Well, my older brother did play it, so that counts, right?
No, it doesn't. No, it does not.
Did you? Unless you sat down and watched him. While he
That
was
still
doing it.
doesn't count as playing.
No, but I mean, it would count as having sort of first-hand visual of it. I don't know.
friends, the
Anyway.
magical girl,
She would have
Princess
figured out something once she got the visual of walking into the house.
Cookie is happy to pledge herself as a member of your adventure.
Also, adventure. I feel like that's the way that Aiden, whenever he tries to do a British accent, he always misses out random consonants like that. Adventure.
Ooh, from our favorite anime, the Super Kawaii Crystal Princess Schoolgirl Level of Angel Cookie Mew Mew Chan Show. Best anime out there!
Which is the first time we clarify that Kawaii Cookie and the Super Kawaii Christmas School Love Chan show are the same, are from the same property, and they relate to each other. Because beforehand, that was just sort of implied, which is also why back in the day on the wiki, I made the Super Kawaii Christmas School Love Chan show roleplay without the knowledge that the Kawaii Cookie was meant to be a part of it. Otherwise, I would have included that.
That's your paladin outfit?
Yep, it's based on Kawaii.
What do you mean, that's your paladin outfit? She didn't make anything. This is the visuals just for us, the audience. Did they actually draw these in real time? What? No.
Ooh,
I will
actually
say
remember the
there
anime.
is. Well, I mean, maybe in their items list, right? Or maybe their accessories. Maybe they specify, right, what type of
But
armor
they didn't list any items because they didn't know the Kawaii-chan was going to be here.
It's a plot hole, but
Also, yes, Kawaii-chan does have siblings. That was
Yeah.
clarified in season 5.
That's like
That's just-
that's
yeah.
like an integral part of her character. That's why she calls herself Kawaii-chan and why I was making therapy jokes. Because she just has no self-respect or love because she's like an exact clone of everyone else in her family.
Oh well, she was. Then she deliberately she found the persona of Kawaii Cookie, the character, Kawaii Cookie, and then decided, okay, I'm gonna call myself Kawaii, so I'm gonna act a bit more cutesy now, and she like projected that character onto herself, and that's what became her personality. That was like all stuff that she told Zane in season 5.
I'll say
So that's why I love like the fact that Kawaii.
I'll say, do you wonder
course, yeah.
maybe that's why she is in third person? Not necessarily because the character spoke in third person, but because speaking in third person further removes herself from Nana.
I don't know. I feel like if I were trying to, well, actually, I say this I literally do this as a child sometimes. I like force people to call me like whatever character I was playing at the time. But yeah, when I did that, I always like used the first person for myself because I was attempting to be that person. Third person makes a detachment from yourself. If you're trying to like change the core of yourself like that, then you would make sure then you would normally use the first person unless the source material didn't do that. So I'm guessing that Kawaii Cookie also spoke in third person the whole time.
Ooh.
Yeah. I forget the anime, but Spiritual is based off of actual anime. Yes, the Super Kawaii Crystal Princess Schoolgirl Love Angel Cookie Mew Mew Chan show. That's the anime. I'm kidding. I don't know what one it is, but
I know what it is.
Oh wait, hold on. No, I actually do know this because the subscriber that I watched these videos with actually said that it was that was the outfit from Card Captor Sakura.
Well, I don't know about that.
Or
But,
looked like it.
well, for me, it looks like more like from that anime called Monica Magica, and the character is named Monica, and she wears that suit as a magical girl. Very dark
Hey,
show.
Kawaii-chan, why are you breaking the fourth wall that doesn't exist in this universe?
What makes you say that?
The fact that it's based off of the other anime that does exist in this universe, though, like the Mew Mew Chan. I don't know the full name, it's long.
I'm from a different universe where we have continued MyStreet.
So this universe, basically, the side stories one.
Chan's favorite character, Kawaii Cookie.
And you're
Indeed.
a paladin.
Yep.
This isn't the look of a battle-ready paladin. Where's the
You know,
just
just let her go through with it.
Absolutely, yeah.
There are consequences to be had. I'm just saying.
That is true.
And the grizzled war scars.
Doesn't matter if you have high enough defense, clearly.
Maybe Kawaii-chan is a cute paladin.
You can't.
Or has just started and therefore doesn't have any battle scars yet. Do you think of that one, Gareth?
What I like as well is I think this may be the first D&D class that they have actually said. Because Paladin is a D&D class. I think this may be the first time that someone said anything actually just core D&D.
I don't know actually, because what is well, I mean, I don't know. I assume that there's like different knights that aren't necessarily emo knights, maybe. And Aaron's a human who hasn't like specified what his. I forgot what he actually said his class was. Maybe that was also. I don't know. Either way, no white mages.
It's just not good camo. You're showing way too much skin. I could have Sage stab your unarmed parts right now. Never mind.
What? Wait, hold on. He rolled for Zane to do something? Shouldn't Zane have whatever?
It's just a
Yeah,
game.
but I don't think it was actually going to happen. I think he just wanted to prove a point.
Okay.
I think her outfit is cute.
Yeah, Zane is right. It is her adventure, Gareth. Kawaii-chan can wear whatever she wants. Right, Aaron?
Isn't there like a baby missing or something right now?
No big paladins, that's final.
If we don't hurry, the baby's gonna get eaten.
Oh no! A rogue bucket of black paint fell from the sky onto Kawaii-chan's outfit. Sorted. We move on.
Proper world building is the crux of a successful campaign.
I mean, he's right.
But
Why did you
Kawaii-chan
invite
likes
someone who
this
doesn't
outfit.
know anything then?
because he didn't imagine this much pushback, which also means he's probably not used to being a DM, because that happens all the time.
Practical!
Look at her. She's cute. It's fine.
Do you need a tall glass of water to quench that obvious, basic thirst, baby brother?
Only if it's as basic as that robe.
Stop dissing the robe! The robe is great!
It's basic.
Never mind, let's just
He looks like a hobbit.
Ugh.
True.
Finally.
We need to plan out our next move. So, what should Kawaii-chan and Zane do first?
Well,
Call
we've
yourself-
currently got a kidnapped baby, a missing mom, a giant tentacle monster living in the woods.
Kawaii-chan rolls to seduce Zane!
Kawaii-chan,
What?
that's not how you play.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Wait.
it is.
She seriously can seduce me?
If she
Well, if she
wants to, then yeah. She
and she rolls high enough, obviously.
I will
though.
say the rolling against another player depends on the DM, but
it fails.
Aww.
it's
going?
a bit risky with it because you don't want to allow it to such an extent that you're taking away the one you're rolling against autonomy. But
Also, I just realized, you, the dice they've used this whole time, I forgot to comment on the fact they're just like cubes. I don't know what Gareth is basing the numbers on.
Right.
so they're all just using D4.
We should head back to town
Don't know what that is.
to try to find out more information. about
four-sided
where
die.
Tentacle Mon-
How do you have force? How do you? Oh, I guess with no, not even tetrahedrons would be able to. Oh, they would. Yeah,
It's-
tetrahedrons. Yeah.
Monster's lair might be.
Good idea. Wait, I want to roll to check for tracks.
There are none. As silently as the monster came, it also left with no
I'm surprised that Zane thought to do that. That seems like an experienced player move to do that.
trace.
Darn it.
Come on.
You also saw which direction they were taken off in anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Let's get going to ask around town.
Why ask around? You just saw where they. Whatever.
Welcome to my street.
Oh yeah, I've missed this.
I'm so glad you all are
Alright,
going to be
we'll split
wiped
up.
out in a couple months.
You two go to the south side of town, and we'll go east, and meet back up here in about, 2 hours. 2 hours? We're gonna be there for 2 hours?
Time in the game goes faster than in real life.
Well, okay, to be
Except
fair,
during combat, except during combat when it slows down.
well, yeah, but also at the same time, 2 hours, again, pretty standard D&D session length. I mean,
Yes, as a full session length, but not as a wait and explore separately around town length. Unless that's the
Well,
whole.
it-
Unless what you're going to do that one session is just focus on the whole exploration of that one town.
yeah, I'm about to say, I mean, it depends on what your goal is. I mean, I could see it.
The goal is to save a baby. They're not going to explore a whole town for the entire day.
Oh,
Sounds like a plan. Let's go, Princess Cookie.
right.
Is Zane the first person to use a person's character name in this? He's getting more and more into it as he's going along.
Yes.
That's my
Well, I
thing.
guess-
Alright, so let's make this quick.
I guess aphmau
You-
did say Sir
What
Aaron
do you
in the
mean?
first episode, but
You said the wrong names.
yes, that's why she's giving Zane the credit.
Agreed. We should really.
Wait, why are you guys acting like you know each other?
Because in the first episode you said they've been traveling for days. They do know each other, Gareth.
Huh?
You guys have no established story going on in this game.
Yes, you do. They were traveling for days. You said it, Gareth.
No past, no bond. You don't even know
This
each
feels
other.
They
like
have a past of several days, Gareth.
Oh,
this feels like the scripts were written in very different points in time.
They probably were. The first episode came out July
And-
29th. This came out on August 5th.
I
Yeah, and then the
guess we
first script was just never gone back to and revised.
Which seems like the pacing of MyStreet scripts.
Make some bonds.
Also, they're on a mission. They don't have time for this. Like, the baby might be eaten by a tentacle monster, okay? Those things are hungry.
So, I know we've
You
been
would
traveling
know.
together since this morning.
We have tentacle monsters all the time over here in the UK.
Really?
Oh yeah, no, our biggest our biggest predators are swans, crayfish, and tentacle. I'm kidding.
Hey,
No
you know
offense.
that's what happens.
Oh.
That's what happens overseas. See, over here, we just kind of have like deer and all that. You know, back in your guys' area, the kraken likes to lurk.
Oh yeah, well, but that's why we split from France. The Kraken just came to the channel and just like went, "Rrr," and there you go.
But
Oh
I don't know
no!
anything about you except that you've tried to kill me twice.
Oh, yeah.
Why did they decide to travel together if they tried to? They've not no established. Did they just see each other and just go, "Oh hey, look, we're just going to walk in this general direction for several days and not speak"?
This again feels like a thing that would have been addressed in a session 0.
Yeah,
Like,
probably.
hey, how'd you guys meet? Or did you? If the answer is no, there's simple ways to get around this. It's like, when they're prisoners, but they were all let out around the same time if they go and do this task, and now they're all together. It is not that hard to make up a reason, but like this feels like a thing that would have been addressed.
Well, we all done them.
Probably. I mean, yes, that much we know.
We're role-playing. Get into character.
Again, one of my favorite Garth
Sorry
games.
about trying to kill you before. It's just terrible puns killed my parents.
Are you freaking serious?
Look, this is my character and my story.
What?
Nice backstory.
Okay, well, I apologize about being insensitive to that.
I'm just kidding. Orcs slayed them right in front of me as a baby. Then I slayed the orcs.
As a baby?
I was one powerful baby.
I was
Okay, Greek
Heracles.
hero.
Didn't question it.
Um,
Hey, there we go.
So what's your story?
Well, I'm an elf.
Can I see your ears?
What's your backstory? I'm an elf.
that is
I was born
terrible,
to elves.
aphmau senpai. Why?
Excuse
I
me?
was
Well, wait, hold on. That
I
has...
was born to elves, and I am also elf.
That has connotated, yeah, okay.
What, aphmau senpai?
Yeah.
You're questioning this now? We're 6 seasons deep.
Yeah, you would have thought that would have been gone by now.
But no. No, that never happened.
Not many people take kindly to elves. At least from what I've seen.
Also, why is his first question like, can I see your ears? Like, nothing else about elves at all, just,
Oh
Sir
yeah,
Aaron is a
that
shallow
kind of feels like
character,
a
apparently.
microaggression, actually.
Sir Aaron is a shallow human, apparently.
Yeah, it's like, hey, the world doesn't take kindly to my race. Meanwhile, Aaron's like, yeah, can you show me what, like,
Yeah, I was like, oh, you're an orc, are you? Yes, I know that they're very shunned. Yes, show me your teeth.
Yeah, it's
Open your mouth wide.
like, oh, that's a deep insecurity? I'm so sorry. Hey, by the way, I've always wondered.
What is happening?
Microaggression and fantastical
no.
racism.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's happening.
Can I roll to interrupt this boring conversation? I would love.
Oh my god! I just realized that makes this the return of aphmau as a weird, like, fictional racism thing.
Which has also been very ear oriented as well so far.
This has happened before.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, this gives me bad vibes.
You have to go to a back alley just so no one's like, "Hey, that's an elf."
Yeah, this gives me real bad things in my head. I tell you what.
You're pretty short for an elf.
Short?
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Once again, this feels like a micro. Aaron.
Yeah. Also, most elves in most things short.
Depends.
No,
I'm
well,
supposed to be tall.
some of them can be tall, some of them
I will
can
say,
be
yeah,
short.
it feels like very little of the time they're represented as human size. It feels like they're always shorter or taller.
Okay.
Right, you forgot to fill that part of your sheet out, so I did it
No one filled anything.
for you. And just use your real height.
Great. Here I was thinking I was tall. Huh.
This all could have been
It's-
solved if you guys made a session 0.
I rolled
There's-
to buy stilts.
There's a reason
Right.
that's standard. It's boring,
Mhm.
but it's standard for a reason.
Yeah.
I think you're cute.
Really?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Do they have to fall in love as characters? Everything, every incarnation of these characters, they always fall for each other.
Oh, look! It's a traveling merchant. Maybe they know something about the tentacle monster.
Why would a traveling... Okay, whatever.
Only one way to find out. Excuse me, Mr. Merchant. My friend and
She forgot to put her ears away! You're supposed to... That was the whole point, going to the back alley! Put the ears away!
I here were wondering if you had any information on a,
He
tentacle
just starts
monster?
pointing. Elf! Elf!
None. Now buy something or get out of my face.
I guess that...
Elf.
I
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
there we go.
Yeah.
So they do know now.
roll to flirt with him. Sorry, I must not have been clear. Someone as handsome and
Oh, guess what? Last time she flirted with someone, she could make banana pie or something, and he's actually got bananas. He must not be allergic. It might work this time.
strong as you should
It fails.
be a total loser.
Well, never mind.
What?
Great, now he's angry.
The merchant draws his sword and charges
I'll say
at
that was
you.
very quick-witted
Get
on
ready to
aphmau's
fight.
behalf, to be fair.
Mm.
To hear it fails and so quickly
So,
change
you're a
the
princess.
line and still make it work.
Yeah.
That's
I'll be
right.
mad about
I'm
it.
training to become a great paladin to protect my kingdom.
So why were you an ogre?
I accidentally got cursed.
I see. Huh.
What
It was the tentacle monster. It cursed me.
about you?
I made
Exactly!
it a dark night. My hometown was...
I love this. Instead of a Shadow Knight, it's a Dark Knight.
Yeah, I also like how he hesitates to, like, say the name of the town.
Oh no!
Yeah, I never want to speak of it again.
What was this fair kingdom called so I may honor it? I bet it has a very noble name.
The fact that Kawaii-chan wasn't here for this part, it's not like she's like making the characters mention the name now. She genuinely doesn't, is 2 minutes in to realize Zane has been goofed, has been pranked.
Shut up! I burned my city down to the
I like
ground
to
because
imagine this
I'm
entire
evil.
Kawaii-chan bit was her even joining this episode was made purely just so this joke happened.
Maybe.
Oh,
Oh, but I'm good, so we can be together.
Who on earth said anything about you two being together? You're trying to find a baby.
look, Toots, I'm not looking to be all lovey-dovey.
I like that this is the second person we've ever heard say toots in this, apart from the scout. The first one, of course, being Nekoet. Kawaii-chan's daughter in another universe.
I have death and destruction to cause. It's only because of a stupid dice roll that I have to save this stupid baby and...
Character's name.
So...
Amazing,
frick, frack,
cool.
snick...
Well, I guess that's the end of Zane's steady progress into like getting into this game.
Sniggly snack, do you think we should begin looking?
I think I need to rewind that line. I can't skip over it.
Which
So,
snack?
where
Which
the
snack should
frick-
we begin looking?
When I say I don't want to can't skip over a line, I need someone to not talk over the line.
Frack sniggly snack, do you think we should begin looking?
That'll do.
Let's go into the tavern. Those are usually good places to find information.
Imagine how
Let's
content
get
it
fish!
was to become a chicken. I mean, I guess, although I feel like an orc and a chicken are very different creatures.
I'll say I'm surprised they even solved the orc thing so quickly, because you can just play as an orc. Like that's an option.
That's a good point. Yeah, if Kawaii-chan was an orc the whole time in this session, that would actually be an interesting idea. But then again, I guess we wouldn't get to hear about. Oh no, we would. She'd still be Princess Cookie, just Princess Cookie, still as an orc the whole time. Yeah, why not? I mean, Fiona pulled it off in Shrek.
Yes.
You two. What happened to
Hulk
you guys?
pulled it off. I mean, it's pretty much the same concept.
Hulk is princess. Hulk want to be princess. Okay.
Oh, they do a similar thing actually in one of the recent Dimension 20 seasons. It's like drag queens playing D&D.
Mhm.
And I believe, and I haven't seen the season, but from the clips that I've seen, it does look like one of the queens plays as like a princess who definitely had. I don't know. They have like an overly masculine, like purposely being done. I think they're a monster of some sort.
Potentially, although now
I know they're also super buff.
Okay, although now I'm just wondering, like, imagine like the Avengers have D&D nights, and that's just what Hulk does.
Oh, that's so. Oh, I need that. That feels like it'd be fun.
Absolutely, yeah. I guess Tony would have to be the DM. That's all we know for sure. And Hulk is a princess.
You know Captain America's a paladin.
Potentially. You know, Thor needs to be like a debuffed as like something completely like like meek and vulnerable.
No, he
on purpose.
Thor can be like I could see him being like a cleric maybe.
Potentially.
Or like a mage. A mage would probably work better actually.
Black Widow could be a rogue.
Okay, I mean that's it. That's if we're playing to like what each person is like actually actual attributes and strengths are. If you want to subvert it, like with the whole Princess Hulk thing, or maybe like everyone plays something that's similar to themselves except for the Hulk, who specifically like, oh Hulk, we made a character for you just in case you didn't want to. Like, no, Hulk be princess, and like slams a character sheet onto the table.
Oh no, it could be Bruce Banner
sure?
being like, hey guys, because. It depends on the writer, but a lot of writers write Hulk and Bruce Banner as separate entities. And so
Yes.
I like the idea of Bruce Banner setting down the paper and then someone picks it up, reads it out loud, and is like, a princess? Really? And then they look up and it's Hulk just like sitting very politely. Oh, pretty play.
Wait, but this character says a princess.
Oh, pretty play.
Problem. Is there a problem with Hulk character? No, of course not. Good, Hulk be princess now. That's got to be a sketch of something. Okay. Was there always a mark on the face of Aaron's D&D character? I don't think so. I don't remember that from other shots of him. I'm gonna say no on that one. Oh, aphmau's D&D character. Okay, I see.
Oh, you know what? Hulk could probably be a barbarian. They have rage as an ability.
Yes, but that's not as funny.
You two? What happened to you guys?
We got into a fight with a merchant.
He was way stronger than he looked.
Also, I have not put my elf ears back despite the fact that I went to a back alley to deploy them.
Guys find any information out?
Did you guys even know that I was an elf the whole time we were traveling and we didn't speak to each other? Probably not. That's probably a big revelation for you.
Right, and what's weird about it from a writing standpoint as well is this is the way that plot went, right? aphmau reveals that this world is racist towards elves. Aaron makes many weird remarks.
It's like 2.
But and she goes out of her way to go into the alley to take off the thing because the world is so dangerous to the elves. It slips her mind. She goes to the merchant, who then attacks her for being an elf. And then she goes back here and she forgets again. Right? Who wrote this episode? What's going on here? Because whoever did it feels dumber than usual.
Guest written by actual Gareth.
Because I'm just saying, you would have thought that she would have realized to put it back on after the attack, at least.
Yeah, or something like that. The excuse was probably just to show off the elf ears for longer periods of time, but guess what? You've had elves in your canon for like several years. Anyway, what happened to Kawaii-chan's accent? I'm guessing that she just kind of forgot about it and just... So I think sometimes what happens is that she goes back into it and remembers to put the accent on in princess mode and then comes out of it because she forgets that was a character choice that she made.
No, nothing so far.
She's got to commit though. When I made a voice for Nathaniel, I stayed in that voice the entire time. It didn't matter how annoying it got to listen to.
Think we should just abandon
Why do
this
you sound like Sonic?
I don't actually know. He wasn't canon to that universe.
Honestly, the mother and child are probably dead by now.
That's not true. They could very much be alive. Besides, even if they aren't, getting rid of the tentacle monster would help this village.
I beg to differ. This village is already doomed, and you can't change my mind.
Yeah, you can.
I can?
So
No,
I guess
wait, Garth, what do you mean? Wait, no, this actually wait, hold on. No, stop, Garth. This is where me as a DM would actually allow this kind of inter-party conflict. Before, Zane was doing as a goof, but this specific setup, hold on. No, Garth, you don't understand what you're losing here. This could have so much angst, so much tragedy, please. Please,
Yeah,
this has such a good opportunity for
This
and
is
you
acting,
clearly
they're in
didn't plan well
character.
far enough. Come on, please, just let this be the conflict for a little. Let an arc happen here.
This is acting. They're in character, like you
Yep.
wanted.
You got a roleplay.
Don't interject and be like, oh no, you can change his mind. No, let them have either let the ship sink or fly. All right, I want to see what happens.
Also, he just said you got to roleplay as if they weren't role-playing already. They were having an in-character conversation for the first time in like any point in this.
Oh, no. I know what she's gonna
I
do.
roll to flirt with him. My, has anyone ever told you?
God
damn.
This trope annoys me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to let that slip out there.
I need to rewind that
It
and
annoys
hear
me though.
Has anyone ever told you how beautiful your eyes are?
I just realized something. Hold on. Did aphmau complain about the fact that she was confused for a seductress because of the towel in the first episode, and now she's fine flirting with every single person that is a conflict?
He only has one eye.
Oh my, Irene, this is weird.
Chill, dude. It's roleplay.
Okay, fine. You know what? I appreciate Gar's intervention now. I see what he was going for here. He was trying to stir more seeds of trouble.
I don't know if I can do this with a straight face.
Don't worry, your face is covered anyway.
Sounds like something a weak-minded person would say.
Oh, it's on! Why, yes, I do have beautiful eyes, don't I? You are quite the enchantress yourself.
Not seductress, enchantress.
Tell that to the merchant.
Ooh, you called me an enchantress. Now, Zane, would a handsome man like you be okay with helping out these people?
It fails.
Why do I suck at this? I rolled to convince Zane!
Okay, hold on. This is starting to annoy me. He's done this like 2 or 3 times now. Okay, this is what we in the space, right? This is what we in the TTRPG space in general, but especially the D&D community, call railroading. So whenever your players are doing something, right? You can't. Sometimes there are limits where you have to interject. That's fine. It's not. This is such a harmless thing that honestly, if you let it ride, it could have led to a genuinely good thing if you just let your players do their thing. Like you can't just. And it's clear he didn't roll anything. He's only saying it because he doesn't want it to happen. You can't do that.
You have to roll, right?
Plus, he just made them roll, and now he's interjecting to say, "Oh no, we can't do that now." Actually, sorry, I know this is the way the dice foretold it, but it's not the way I foretell it. So you know what?
The way that I interpreted it was that aphmau actually did the roll, but Gareth didn't tell her if it failed or succeeded until he knew that it was almost going to work. It was like, it fails.
Yeah, but he would have said that sooner.
Not if he wanted to stir some drama and have them, have Zane and aphmau flirt with each other and get a good laugh out of it.
Okay.
Also, look, I guess we do have orcs in the background. Look at that thing. This is like a lizard or something.
I don't know. It's just this isn't great etiquette, man.
Rays of light to protect these people.
It's successful.
Are you guys serious? This isn't fair!
Yay!
I agree, Zane. I agree. As someone who's actually played this game, I agree.
Yay!
I want a new party.
We need to find information on the
I
monster's
don't.
lair
Why
first.
did I start this out with going, "Oh man, why is Zane here?" And now I'm sitting here like, "Oh yeah, I'm so Zane in this situation."
Round the barn.
Again, it's the kind of evolve.
See if you can see someone with valuable information.
You're supposed to tell them if someone's got valuable information, Gareth.
I see someone who can help.
Well, no. What was supposed to happen here
Is that a
is
phone sound effect?
yes,
Yes.
but no. What? Okay, I guess there are different ways to do it, but traditionally, the way this setup was supposed to go was Aaron should have been looking around if he were curious, of course, and done a perception roll. To which, if it failed or rolled, or failed or succeeded, that is when Gareth would have. If it failed, Gareth could have made it some witty remark like, oh, you see, absolutely. Like, for instance, like Room in the Dark, right? It wasn't a perception roll, but I think it was like a brains roll or something. It's like, oh, you can't find the thing, so you only see like an empty room. You don't even know what a chair is, right? Garth could have done something like that, or if the roll or nothing at all, maybe could just said it fails, whatever. Again, depends on the DM. But if it succeeded, then he could have been like, okay, so you look at general vicinity, right, and you see this one person, described person. It's like, and they look fairly interesting, and you think that they might have something intriguing for you. Do you choose to go? Aaron probably would have said yes. To which they then go and they do plot.
And there you have it.
Seriously?
Okay. That's a cool shot reveal. I like that.
Sir Aaron can talk to dogs.
That is quite good.
Oh, there's the accent again.
Wait, when did that happen?
It's a trait he has.
Good boy.
Yeah, he didn't. Okay, that was never stated.
Now,
Well, no, it could be in the character sheet. That is a thing that I've seen in the past.
Okay, but why did Gareth have to make them all verbally state the stuff on their character sheets unless that without, and he didn't mention that? If you're just gonna read them anyway.
No. Oh yeah, that's a plot hole. But like, I could like him having this ability. That I believe.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Do you think you can help us?
Cute
Follow him.
puppy! I like cats more.
Even in roleplays, Aaron is always best dog dad.
Yep.
The dog leads your group to a dark, damp cave in the woods. You can hear the sounds of rain crying from inside.
Dark what cave?
Dark, damp cave, right?
Good
Oh,
boy,
okay.
good boy.
I heard Dark Dad Cave.
Okay. This is my man cave. Get out of here.
You hear a loud noise come from the cavern. A
Ooh.
monster begins to emerge.
It once again shows off the camera effects we saw earlier.
creeps its way out of the cave.
Nice audio effects.
The most scariest monsters you've ever seen.
I love the fact that the aphmau just draws the frying pan again.
It's Zane's mom! Oh.
Okay, even for Gareth, this is stupid. Even for Gareth, this is exceptionally dumb.
Fight!
Although, I like the idea that in universe, Zane was actually born to a tentacle monster. Maybe that's why I want to leave this town.
Alternatively, this could be like this happens a lot in media. I mean, it's a trope, but like it could be like that thing where it's like some sort of monster that like steals people's faces.
Oh, like Ko the Face Stealer.
Yeah, essentially.
Fair enough, which also would have been another good reason to think, oh wow, this is potential for the future. My mother. He stole my mother's face. This monster will pay. I don't know.
You all succeed in destroying the monster and saving the baby. The mother gives...
The baby isn't even okay.
Some valuable crystals for your effort, and some gold and gold.
The baby
armor
was
for their
stolen
very
too.
Hold on, a random woman just has valuable crystals and gold in her person.
way. And that's it for this D&D night.
What?
Already? I mean, good. Glad that's over.
Yeah, we've been playing
Again, Zane's gone through an evolution here.
for hours. It's already past midnight.
It's still light outside.
Aw, and I just got into it.
You,
Just got
you
here.
just arrived.
We continue the adventure another time.
Sounds good. Just not tonight.
Oh, all right then. Come on. We'll walk you guys home.
And then you have to walk back home yourself. Poor Ziana.
Well,
They dragged the carcass of this thing to a cliff. Why did they do that?
we've done it. This village is saved.
That was rather fun. It's gonna be a shame to leave you all as traveling companions.
Who said anything about leaving?
Says we have to separate.
To be fair, this could have been a one shot.
Okay,
This could have just been how it ends.
that is true, considering that, oh yeah, of course, Zane doesn't want to continue,
Then
clearly.
it would be fun to travel with you guys. I agree. To be honest, I don't have many friends ever since I left the Yggdrasil forest.
There it is. Okay, so it wasn't this forest, but it was another one. And that is the exact same forest that elves reside in Minecraft Diaries.
Oh,
Normally, emo knights travel alone.
oh, Zane.
It's part of the lore now. Now it's canon. I like that this was Zane's last contributions to this universe's lore.
But I'd be willing to make an exception.
And there's Zane's character arc. You know what? I'm Levi drinking to Zane this time. He's grown. He's embraced the edge and embraced the roleplay. Oh wait, I just realized, Kawaii, you haven't seen me do a Levi drink yet, have you? If I don't know what that is. Basically, like once every video of these, I pick a moment in here that deserves like extra praise, and I toast it with a Levi drink, like the Levi poster that aphmau had in her room of Attack on Titan, where he holds a cup like this for some reason. I said no one can drink out of that, and then every time since I've done a drink.
Don't tell aphmau that I accidentally scratched it.
It's been a.
Well, in the remake, you set it on fire almost, so you know.
I love the idea. I love that headcanon so much that's like just one of that's like a Meatwall like trait that they like are similar to like their cat ancestors, in which they just like need something to scratch. I like to imagine scratching poster like a thing.
Scratchable!
Okay,
like scratching post material made fidget toys in this universe.
Okay, so two things about that actually. One, aphmau's definitely noticed that already. She is clearly going to know when that poster's been damaged. Secondly, may I remind you of Love Paradise when Kawaii-chan was at hula lessons and constantly ripped up all of the grass skirts on people because she couldn't resist. That was a thing that happened in several episodes.
I don't remember this. Is that sexual harassment? What happened there?
Well, she saw grass skirts and decided, I must scratch. And that was that. We didn't see it on screen, but there was several complaints from Gareth, like the hula instructor and other people. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
Yes, that happened.
Are you getting emotional on us?
That's what emo means. It's not even a pun. But also, one last time. Come on, Aaron. Come on, Aaron. Do it. Oh, never mind. Okay, Zane does it instead. Fair enough.
Are you?
I like how stupid her laugh is.
This is how we laugh in high society.
To meet you, princess.
You too, fellow warrior.
I like that. She's a fellow warrior now. She has her first battle scars as a paladin. Or maybe like, I don't know, suction cup marks or something from a tentacle. I don't know, whatever it might be. She's got battle scars, whatever.
Should we save her?
Suction cup
Let her
marks.
flirt her way out of this one.
That is the silliest run that you'll see until Hunter in running in I wasn't running with you. Phoenix Drop Days. It's gonna be fun if I said that.
The end.
Yep. Wow. Well, somehow I got popcorn stuck in my tongue now. I was going to say, somehow I got through all that, and here we are. My headphones survived, so I won't dilly-dally too much on the pros and cons. Kind of the same as last episode, except for in this one, the D&D inconsistencies have been amped up. On top of that, the actual contradictions and plot holes have been amped up too, because now not only is one episode contradicting itself, but also the one that came directly before it. So yeah, I think BB is correct that this didn't have too much in the way of revision. There was no session 0 of scripting wise at this time. Just kind of went for it. Oh well, they were working on season 6. Whatever, they're probably busy. It's still very much fun and very much MyStreet. And of course, what makes up for it, what makes this episode better than the last one, rather than just amplifying its mistakes, is of course clearing up the confusion from Kawaii-chan, taking away like all of the getting through the dumb moments very quickly, and just having
disagree. I feel
they
like
could have prolonged that. They could have prolonged that if they wanted to.
I feel like they did prolong the dumb moments, just not with Kawaii-chan specifically.
Okay, yeah, I mean like the misunderstanding with Zane and all that nonsense. But yeah, actually, but again, the thing that actually jumps up is, of course, Kawaii-chan herself, and I'm not saying that just because she conveniently joined this stream. But yeah, that group dynamic, of course, of those four is strong enough anyway. That of course they would just they would just mesh that well. Makes you wonder what would happen, with Travis and Caitlyn. But I can only but imagine what antics they might get up to. That's an idea for the realms of, once again, more fanfiction, or dare I say, roleplay. All right, anyone else have anything to add?
Yeah, really, I feel like playing D&D almost did a disservice to this episode, actually. Because, I seem to remember appreciating this a lot more when I gave it the benefit of the doubt.
Is it kind of like how I watched the Percy Jackson movie, like the Light Thief movie, before reading the book, and the book made it me realize just how bad the movie was? Is it like that?
Yeah, it's like, now that I understand the game and the genre in general, it's like, some of this doesn't fly.
Oh, well, it's homebrew.
No, that does not work in that situation. I don't care. Some of this is just bad etiquette.
Oh, dearie me. Okay. Yeah, I'll take your word for it, because it'll probably be a while before I jump into D&D again, but oh well. Nathaniel's always up for another adventure. We'll see in the future. Kawaii-chan, anything to add?
I apologize for being dumb in this episode. I was just really angry and thought I was a cute princess in the D&D game.
Yeah, it's okay. You don't have to feel any guilt within, a couple months from now. So,
okay.
It'll be fine.
Right, anyway. I know where she's going with that, and I'm just going to down the bud. So please either like or dislike, because you're open matters already. And of course, we'll see you here for. I should still be catching up with these, quite honestly. But tomorrow I'm going to upload one of these as VOD, and also I promised KW to do a Kawaii review, so we'll do that at this time, and then do like another 2 catch-up days. We should be good to go. I think that will cover it. But either way, that's what happens next time. Same time, same place. 5 years later. On that note,
Bye.
until next time, farewell.
Bye.